So we talked about object properties. Let's talk about object events. So I actually deleted the little one that we were working on. So let's create a new form again. And here it's blank again. So we're going to add one little object in here. Okay, so that's our little demo form. Okay, so whether you're looking at the whole form itself, which you get the full, all these event things here, or if you're looking at one specific object in here, then you get like a little short list. You can see that there's things that can happen. So if you think of events as basically just something happens on a trigger. It's very similar to how a PowerPoint presentation, you can have like on a click, like text appear or disappear or swoop in from the left or whatnot, or pictures coming in and with fireworks or whatever. All these little effects that you can do in PowerPoint. It's a very similar idea to this. So for example, here with this object, we can say on a click, we can set an event, which if you have events already in your database, like this is a very well-established database, so they have stuff in here. And you can see like there's like previews and prints, which are kind of useful kind of things. We're not going to do anything useful. So I'll start with showing the macro builder actually, because it's the easier one. So we can say that on a click, we can just do simple message box saying, yay, thanks for working me. Okay, is this useful? No, it's just for demo. Okay, so we're gonna close this form. Yes, let's name it really quick. I'm using the little caret on here so that when here in this list, it's gonna pop up at the top because this is our little junk one. That's the common trick I use for ordering list stuff. So here, when you open it, there we go. You clicked it, it said, yay, thanks for clicking me. We click anywhere else, that does not happen, only just on our object, which is cool. We can also do that for the entire form itself. So we, on the close, let's do the code builder this time. We can do a very similar thing. We can do a message box, EOX, message box. And you see this little thing that popped up there. That's it's kind of like Excel, where it's gonna give you all the stuff that you can put in there. At the minimum, though, you can just put bye or whatever your message is. I'm going to close all that, close that, save that. I'm gonna reopen that. We're gonna close it. Bye. So there we go. We have two annoying little messages embedded, like we're doing like HTML in the 90s. It's great. How much will you use events? They're a little more rare than some of the other stuff. But you saw from that list that there were some things in there that had like events on like printing and stuff. And so those were probably attached to buttons somewhere in here. I'm gonna hazard a guess that probably something like that print invoice has it. So let's see how accurate that guess is. So we're gonna go to that print invoice, on click, event procedure, pop that open. Yep, we've got printing going on here. So when you click that button, that's what happens. It prints. So how I feel like the question in your head right now is probably what is expected out of us as novice students who do not have a list of code to jam in there, and we just tried to learn SQL and that was hard enough. So thank you very much. You're not required to have events specifically. If it makes sense to put events in there, absolutely do it. But yeah, you're not required to, but you do need to know that this exists. Just because, you know, it's 1/4 of the things in the menu, so you should know that. And you should know it for future uses, of course. Okay, yeah. So now you know what objects are, properties versus events. You know what macros are. So if you've never know what macros are, which to me, I think of them as like little mini programs that run inside of a larger thing. Some probably has better definition. I've never been really good at macros myself. You know what bound versus unbound means. And next we're start going to do stuff that you need to have data, you need to have bound stuff for, the combo boxes versus these unbound things like typing names and doing events.